literally gave me both harnesses. Everything looks like it's good. I was practically driving at half my power, and I don't know why. The product review, and it's right here. Through. There's like a little hole, little orange. Holy shit! Last video I got a JB4. Actually, I got two of them. Super easy install. I installed it in the car, and I was flipping between two different harnesses, A or B. B ended up being the one that was working best because the A didn't actually clip in properly. So I went with B. B's in the car right now. The only problem is that I'm having boost problems. So my AFRs are literally all over the place. I have zero boost. And when I have boost, it's because I'm flooring it. Changing gears, it doesn't change gears fast enough. I literally don't know what the fuck happened. I got a bunch of these codes. Air intake temperature sensor, signal charge too fast, intake electrical short circuit to positive, over voltage on the control unit. I don't know. I have spark plugs that I want to change today because literally everything's still open. I didn't put everything back yet, so it's just easy to just take everything off. I'm gonna change the spark plugs. Hopefully maybe that changes something. I'm gonna test my vacuum lines to see if I have any leaks. I'm gonna take some soapy water, spray it on the cracks or all along the lines and see if I get any bubbling. Hopefully not, or if that is the case, hopefully, because then I'll be able to fix it. And I didn't even wash my face this morning. Another thing that I can check is fuses. Maybe I popped a fuse because I had to go back and forth to the battery to unplug it, to put it back, because I couldn't unplug anything here without messing with the battery, because then that could have fucked up a sensor or something. So there's fuses that I can check. There's boost leaks. It could be the spark plugs. I have brand new Bosch spark plugs that I'm gonna be installing. Oh, and another thing I could do is there's like if I go to option menu, so on the left side I go to 1 and then I go to map 7, it'll clear all my sensors. So maybe that could also be the culprit. I guess I could start with that because everything's kind of installed and I don't want to really mess with anything. So maybe I can, yeah, okay. So foot off the pedal, push to start once. Where are my keys? Not in my fucking pocket, you dumbass.
A few minutes later.
Okay. I'm so stupid. I'm an idiot.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay. Minus and down arrow. I'm into JB4. Go to option 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then get out. And that should have cleared some shit. Let's give it a minute. And I know that for these cars, if the battery's low or it's defective, it messes around with the other sensors in the car. From what I read online. Let's see if I turn the car on now. Same problem. Same problem. Okay, so, well, that clearly didn't work. So the next thing I want to do, I could change all my spark plugs. I don't know, because I don't know, I'm having problems with AFR, so maybe, because I'm getting codes with map sensor, but maybe, oh, bless me, maybe there's some problems with spark, that I'm not getting enough spark in my fuel to air mixture. Let me disassemble whatever was left on the car, so the intake and the cowl and the cabin air filter. Also the factory strut bars on both sides, super easy, just I think that's a 16 e-torques and that's a 20 e-torque. Change all the spark plugs. I even went and got this very special spark plug tool that did not cost a fortune. I went and got myself this on Amazon. I think it was 20 bucks instead of the, what's it called? The one that from Burger Motorsports is like $30 plus tax plus shipping. So I went to get that one. It's even magnetic and it fits like a glove on my Bosch spark plugs that I tested it on. So I'm just gonna do a quick spark plug removal here. Hopefully that does something. If anything I do today, after all my efforts, if this all goes to shit, I promise you right now, I'm taking the JB4 off. Because my car was running perfectly fine. And now it's having so many problems. It's just not worth it. It's a $20,000 car and I am not down for the problems, man. We're entering winter and I need my car. Need it. When you remove the intake or anything that's open to the engine, put like a microfiber towel and block the hole. So, just like that. Okay, so at this point I have pretty much everything removed off the engine that I need to be out, except for this right here. So I have all my coils here, whatever. But under here I have these like connections, or I don't know what it's for, that are blocking cylinder number 5. So I'm just gonna go unplug the battery in the back in my trunk, unplug them, and start removing all these spark plugs. Alright, so I have all my spark plugs out, okay? All of them here. This was cylinder 1. It looked alright. Cylinder 2. Alright. Cylinder 3. Listen, I don't know what the hell is going on, but it got worse and worse and worse. They're all, I don't know what this white powder is. I don't know how they got so dirty. I don't know how they're rusting. But I know that each spark plug smells like a bit of gas, which I guess is normal because these ignite the gas, okay, but I don't know, I'm still scared a bit. But thank God I'm changing all of these. Look at this. Look at this. Retarded. Anyways, I have my new Bosch ones here. I have my gap tool, and I checked, and even the new ones go to like 0.27, which is, I find that kind of ridiculous. I'm gonna gap them all to 0.23 where I think it should be. I'm not gonna act like I know what I'm talking about. I know somewhat of what I'm talking about. Anyways, it says ZR5TPP33. Then it says S. S means like I don't know, they did something. I forgot what I read. Then it says Germany A20. Up here it says R8. And on the old ones it says R6. Anyways, these are newer. They should be good. I'm gonna gap them just a bit lower to 0.23 or something, so that I have a bit more power, a bit more fuel economy. Out with the old and in with the new. I'm gonna clean these up as well as I put everything in. Then we're gonna try the car, see if it fixes my problem. Now I got this digital torque adapter. I got it from Amazon. So I'm gonna open this up and show you guys. So it's a ½ inch, but I have some adaptions that I could put to make it 3/8. But anyways, this turns on. So now I could do peak, and I can set it to 20, I need 23. So that's 23. It's gonna set it. Alright, so it's set. So if I would need to change it to another torque spec, so kilograms per centimeter, kilograms per meter, pounds
foot-pounds, newton meters, whatever. I would just need to hold these two together and it would change every single time. Mine's already in newton meters, so that's perfect because that's exactly what I need. On my Bosch it says I need 23 newton meters, so that's good. I'm going to use this, and oh, by the way, this and everything else that I'm going to be using is going to be down in the description box below, so go ahead, click that so that you guys could have all the tools for the job. Alright, so everything's set up. It's set at 23 newton meters. So let's go in and do the first one. Where there's a strong beep. Alright. Alright, so now these are clean. I'm going to plug them back into the car in the correct order. Alright, so now that that's done, all the spark plugs, all the coils are plugged back in. Let's plug in the necessary components like the MAP sensor and the hood. Why there's a wire that has to connect there. Anyways, let's plug those things in, turn the battery on, and let's turn the car on, see if that fixes my problem. Alright, so now that the car's still on, I'm going to open up my JB4 app. Okay, now I'm looking at my AFRs, and that's what's giving me problems, and also my boost. That's a big mess. Watch the AFRs go absolutely nuts. How much sense does that make? You tell me. It's not like I'm even doing anything crazy. Last test is with soapy water. And if that doesn't work, this tune is coming out. Well, for some reason, that didn't catch up on camera. Me like spraying it with soap, and my brother got in the car and he breved the gas as I sprayed to see if there were bubbles. So here I am. I'm putting this back to stock. I'm gonna get my money back. I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna give it back to the guy. Get my 450 back. It would have been cool hitting 350 horsepower, but at this point, like, I'm going into winter, I need the car and I can't take any risks. I'm gonna take everything that I put into my car from last video. I'm gonna take it all out, all the JB4, that whole harness that I put in behind over there, and everything's gonna go back to stock. Hopefully this fixes my AFR problem. Okay, the harness, the JB4, everything is completely disconnected. One thing I forgot is I had to go in the car and manually press both down and minus button and put myself to map 0 to get myself out of JB4, so then I could properly take everything out. Anyways, the penultimate thing that I could possibly check to see if something went wrong is the harness. Now in the car, given my T-map sensor that I checked before meeting the guy, is that I needed harness A because the sensor itself was like flat, didn't have anything protruding. But he also had harness B. If you watched last video, you would have known that. So harness B has these little clips on top that protrude. I'm gonna see just right now that that everything's accessible. I'm just gonna test to see if it would have fit again. But I really believe to my core that it was a harness A. That is the last thing I could check. Possibly now the car's still disassembled. Let's check that and see what's up with that. Now I believe that this right here is my map sensor, and I know that the question about between harness A and B is because this harness, this sensor here, and the one right down there for the what's it called? My T-map sensor. Let me see if this would have plugged up. just doesn't work. It's fucking weird. It doesn't go in enough like the other one did. Like it stops. This will obviously go in because it's just gonna clip, so whatever. But the opposite, let me actually just test it since I'm here. No, it doesn't go in. Okay, I feel better about that. Alright, so there you go. It's clearly, it was harness A, wasn't harness B, so it wasn't the harness problem, it wasn't the spark plugs, it wasn't the leaks, it wasn't the fuses, because I also just looked at the fuses, it wasn't the MAF sensor, because I cleaned the MAF sensor. Guys, I'm gonna call it quits with this one. It's time to go back to stock. Alright, car is completely back to stock, minus my strut brace and my intake, but like, that's totally fine. So let's just get right into it. Let's start that first start. Kinda nervous, not gonna lie. Oh! Let's go. Wow, I hear the intake again. I have boost, guys. So clearly the JB4, there was a problem. I'm getting my money back. Either something happened with that guy and he didn't tell me. There's boost. I have boost. Wow. The car's 100%. Especially now with new plugs. It should be mint. Wow, I missed this car. Don't you cross my path! Oh, it's a black cat. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Maybe what I could do is get my money back from this guy and put that money towards either MHD or something. But I know there's other people that are having problems with MHD as well. So I just don't know what route I should take. Comment down below what I should do going forth. Should I go with JB4, a new one? It's gonna be like $1,000, or should I go the route of MHD? It's gonna be like $500, but it's not as user friendly as JB4 is, and it doesn't have as many features as JB4 has. So let me know down in the comment section below, guys, if you saw any problems that I could have fixed, or anything else that I could have added to fixing this problem that I'm having here. I'm talking so much, this vein is just popping. So let me know if there's any problems that I could have also checked, or if there's anything that I did that was wrong. Let me know. I'm super curious. I want to get to the bottom of this. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to drive what drives you, and I'll be catching you guys all in my next video. Peace.
I might sip out this bottle until it get hollow. Shit, I might sip out this bottle, just drowning my sorrows. Drowning my sorrows, be better tomorrow. Cause these broken dreams is as hard as it gets. My nigga died at only 20.